Summer and Cynthia here for a show.
Hello, people.
We're trying to keep it light. We're trying to keep it light because there's just so much going on in the country that is wearing everybody down. So if you're done doom scrolling for the next 20 minutes because you get to play with us, we'll eat breakfast with you. And we're going to talk about stuff that, well, the dudes don't talk about when they're wearing their headsets and their baseball caps, front or back. I could wear it if you'd like. No, we're just going to talk about stuff that you want to talk about because we have a follower, we have a viewer who sent us an email. Hunter, bless your heart.
Yay!
Summer, Hunter wants to know what your favorite Disney princess is. Who your favorite Disney princess is.
Hunter, I had to think about this question because there's so many. But for the sake of time, I am going to narrow it down to my two favorite princesses in the moment. Okay. First one goes to Ariel of the just all-time classic, The Little Mermaid. How can you not love Ariel and want to be part of her world? No, I can't sing, but I wanted to have that moment with you for 10 seconds. Okay. Number two, my next, and this is in no particular order, my next favorite princess is Tiana. Of course, she was the first brown chocolate Black princess from Princess and the Frog. And in Disney, I'm a side-eye you just a tiny bit because she was a frog for the majority of the movie. But nonetheless, she was fabulous. And those two are my favorite, Ariel and Tiana.
Nice.
How about you, Cynthia?
Mine similarly comes in with the true princess. It's a small category, actually. There are not official princesses as many as we would like them to be. So Ariel, because of course she's the redhead, and there aren't that many of them, and many times when it's a redhead in animation, it's a bit of a villain for some reason. And then secondly, I think a character who does not rank as princess status, but maybe like of the court in terms of feisty Disney girl is the young lady who was in the movie Brave from like 10 years ago. And again, just a head of crazy red hair and a spitfire attitude to go with it. So representation is important. We need to see ourselves.
Yes, we
That's
do.
what we're saying. So hats off to you, Disney, for getting out of the Snow White and the Cinderella mode and helping us see ourselves.
And that is one of the reasons why I am a customer of Disney Plus, because I get to relive all the magic. So shout out to you guys for making that happen and unlocking the vault, if you will. But yay, that's a great question, Hunter. Guess what, people? You got a question? You got a comment? You got something to say? Send us a note. The email address is right there. Keep them coming, people.
Because we've got more answers where that came from. Okay, yeah. Well, you've just talked about unlocking the vault. We've talked about princesses. And folks, earlier this week, a couple days ago, I unlocked my DVD case to share with Summer, something she had never seen before, something, I don't know, that she had even ever heard of it. She had heard of Diana Ross, because who hasn't?
Yes.
The queen. She really is the queen. And in 1983, Diana Ross appeared at a concert. She produced a concert in Central Park, middle of July. And it was
Lord have mercy.
Blazing hot, super humid. It is New York in July. And what happens then was captured in this TV produced Showtime special that was actually sent all around the world because it was part of Showtime trying to build a premium network thing. And I did a podcast about this. So Advanced TV Herstory, there's an episode called Diana Ross's 1983 Central Park concert. I find out that this one hadn't seen it. So we watched it together. How was that education, Summer?
Okay. there's so many thoughts, even a few days later, to even just have the time to think about it. I still can't process what all I saw. And then, side note, you guys, shout out to Cynthia for having a DVD player. And that is unfortunately the only way you can see this is through a DVD. And one thing I want to say to you is I enjoyed watching you just come alive as you shared this sacred moment in time with me. Okay. I adore just seeing you just blossom and glow. And as the girls say, get your life. I was getting my life. Now I understand so much where, the upcoming superstars, your Whitneys, your Mariahs, and then of course Beyonce. I get where it came from. Diana created the blueprint and has left it for us. So let's back up. Day one, it's beautiful. Okay, see, this is what happens. I'm so excited about this documentary. I love the visual imageries in the beginning, the African tribal dancers, and it looks like her was out at a video shoot of like a jungle-inspired montage of her video shoot. Loved all of that. And it was like this build-up for at least, I don't know, the first 10 minutes, maybe, of the show. Maybe, okay, maybe it wasn't that long. But it was just this momentum that's being built up. Do you understand, people? You are about to get your life in the next few minutes. And then all of a sudden, she appears. And the set is so simple. And it is the essence of this is keeping it simple. Less is best. And on her stage, it's just like a decorative flag. There's no backup dancers. There's no backup singers. The orchestra is, below, kind of off, but make no mistake, this is Diana Ross serving you looks and sounds and love. And as she's, going into it, and I think it's about 15, 20 minutes before the rain.
Yeah, they edited in lots of different skyline shots so that you could see the rain starting to move in, and then actually where it's beyond, so they did a nice 360.
I mean, it was a slow build up. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a little drizzle, then it picked up. It was a gradual, the way they edited,
and they also showed the density and the makeup of the crowd, which was rumored to be 800,000 people in Central Park in 1983, when New York was not exactly the gentrified, safe place it is today, with lots of cameras and lights and things like that. This is Central Park in 1983.
It was beautiful. It was literally every walk of life, kids, adults, celebrating in the common thread, which is the love of music, but not just any music, the love of Diana Ross. Woo!
No cell phones, the cops were sort of integrated in throughout, and it all from the understanding and the coverage was a relatively safe experience. Nobody was trampled, nobody, there was no melee that went on. And
considering, especially at that point where it really starts to rain, and someone like me would have automatically been ready to, get out of it. But she, not only did she stay still on the stage, okay, kept on performing like it was nothing going on.
Total
when her face is drenched, okay, it is apparent it is downpouring going on. And even for the fans' credit, they stuck it out just like she was there for them. They were there for her. And in fact, she even said, some people, if you're gonna leave, just be safe right now. I just want everybody to be safe. My concern is you in this moment. And then I guess obviously it got a bit much. So what did they do? Well, first of all, it just rained because Mother Nature dared to attempt to bring down the queen. But to her, it was like, oh, we'll just do this again tomorrow. Never mind the logistics and what all it took to even shut things down for that moment. But not knowing you have to do it again the next day. And she was just like, yeah, y'all go figure it out while I attempt to still love on my fans. But we'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
And they weren't. And they weren't.
She came back and she was in great voice. she put those high heels back on, and she, well, she did the show that she had originally planned to do. When you see the two shows, and both of them are on the DVD, which is available through Shout Factory. God bless Shout Factory for keeping this in production. It is phenomenal because what you see is the full show, and then you see the show that clearly had been pared back for that night that was presumably going to get some rain. They just didn't realize how much. And the other thing to notice in the rain show, the day one show, is just how much they had to discontinue using electrical. And I mean, because the rain was pouring down, people are standing in puddles, and you've got lights and scaffolding and amplifiers. I mean, you've just got so much electricity attached to a concert like that.
Oh my God.
And they just kept unplugging it and unplugging it, and she is down to bare bones, and she is still bare bones delivering an incredible Diana Ross 1983 concert encompassing 25 years of songs, not just hers, but some that were just part of the popular songbook.
Yes. I was telling Cynthia, I have been sleeping on her music. I'm not as well versed with a lot of her songs as I should be. And so since then, even leading up to getting ready to record today, I had my playlist going, and I'm not Miss Ross. I fan out. You are the queen. Oh my goodness. And when and just showmanship.
Yes.
So much grace, elegance, and professionalism.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
And her connection to her fans was, I mean, you could expect that with the cameras running, so much money at stake and everything else, that at some point in time, she being the diva that everybody claims she was, she would have revealed something different. But she instead really recognized that this was beyond a concert that she was giving to these hundreds of thousands of people in New York. This was going out to the whole world and was going to be preserved forever, because that was just, that was the point of it. What I will say.
I also found one little side note that she was also raising money for the Diana Ross Playground Fund,
which is still there. Yes.
Yep. Yeah. In West 81st Street. So I mean, just queen.
I walked past it and I tip my hat. I say, good job. Which it seems like a tremendous thing to raise a little bit of money for a little playground. But I think that goes to show is, first of all, how dire New York was in 1983 to get Central Park back up to become the jewel that it is. And then secondly, that she wanted to make sure that what she brought to this project was different and distinct from what Simon and Garfunkel had done and what Barbra Streisand had done. Because back in the early 80s, basically they were sort of like, okay, let's call Central Park a concert venue and let's bring in every big name. Let's make the city safe again. What I will say to you, Summer, that very few people know, is that when in my karaoke heyday in my living room, and I have some incredible duet CDs, and I have a Diana Ross Supremes CD. I am at home with all of Diana's work.
Oh, I can tell. Again, just from when we were queuing up and getting ready, and you were dancing, and again, coming alive.
Yeah.
Yes, I can see that. Yes. Now, the only thing is, clearly, whenever we get on the other side of things and it's safe, I would love to watch it again with you in person, maybe with some surround sound, and just really immerse myself in that event, because it was good for the way we were able to do it virtually, but I'm quite sure it's something special looking at it again in person.
We're putting the link in the show notes to the Shout Factory, and keeping our fingers crossed that they still have some in stock. You can find them used amongst other places. It is
Amazon has them as well.
DVD only is the only way you can really truly watch it, and you wouldn't really want to just watch it once because it's going to change your life and then think that you're going to find it on streaming again. That's just it, because of its very distinct presence and its creation as this element of Showtime. she has the rights. So it's kind of her control. She's also on Twitter, by the way, and she tweets like a 75-year-old woman, but God love her, she's on Twitter and she cares about her kids and she cares about her grandkids, and everybody's so talented. And she's still going strong. She still tours, and she is such a I use national treasure occasionally because I spend so much time thinking about these women who have transformed the entertainment business. She is a businesswoman as well as an entertainer. She's a pioneering businesswoman, entertainer.
Yes.
Force.
And it's so important to give these people their roses while they're here.
Yes.
So
Diana, if you're listening, thank you.
Queen!
Thank you. Thank you for 1983, for hanging in there, for singing when it would have been so easy to just walk away and not feel like it was a game to win. You pulled it out and created herstory, as I've been known.
Masterpiece. Yes, herstory. Thank you.
And if you're a member of Summer's family, don't listen to this, because you never know what's going to be in your stocking in a month. It might just be shaped like a DVD. My family's already seen it. They've already had to suffer through it. So, all right, viewers, we got some links for you. We have some ideas for you. You should think about who your favorite Disney princess is. It's a good conversation starter when you don't know what to say at it. If we ever get back to being able to mingle at networking events. All right.
I think that is the perfect way of ending it. Thank you for stopping by.
Let us know what you think of what we're saying. Send us a question. We've got more answers. And subscribe to us, because we're not going anywhere.
Because ain't no mountain high enough to keep me from you.
All right. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. Peace.
Bye.